Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we're taking a look at this ridiculous combo deck in Explorer, because I used it to hit Mythic, and it was as high as 80% or almost 80% win rate at one point. It leveled out to a more reasonable 63%. We'll talk a bit more about why this looks the way it does at the end of the deck tech. Let's do the deck tech by way of talking through how an ideal game plays out. First turn, nothing happens, you just make land drops and stuff. Turn 2, you channel or discard, make a treasure token, the Elemental Masterpiece. This helps you ramp, and on turn 3, you are able to play out a Geological Appraiser. Now, the Geological Appraiser can only discover 3 cards in the deck. 2 of them are clones in the form of Glasspool Mimic and Mirror Image. Both of these just kind of undercosted or 3-mana clones that can copy the Appraiser and discover again into another clone, or into an Eldritch Evolution. The Eldritch Evolution can sacrifice the Geological Appraiser that discovered it and go up to a Trumpeting Carnosaur. Once we have the Carnosaur down, it will once again discover into things. If you hit your clones or whatever, great, you can start cloning Carnosaurs. They're much better to copy than the Appraiser because they're bigger, most simply, and they've trample, so they're a little bit better at pushing damage. And then after you've done that a handful of times, the final Eldritch Evolution searches for a Doomscar Titan. This just gives everything haste, and +1/+0, and lets you kill your opponent in one shot. Yeah, just really reliable, semi-deterministic, not actually deterministic, but like very stable combo pattern, and it works. It can kill people. Aside from that, the kind of core game plan stuff, we have 4 Waker of the Waves. This is for digging through the deck, or like if you need to grab a piece or like to search for a piece of the combo, you can use Waker to do that. We are running a couple of Greater Tanukis. These are just kind of incidental or bonus ramp to like maybe get up to Carnosaur if the opponent has killed your Appraiser or something and you need a fallback Cascade starter. And then there are 2 Colossal Sky Turtles. These are a nice little bit of modal kind of interaction and stuff. Again, if the Appraiser gets killed or something, the Colossal Sky Turtle can get it back from the graveyard to hand, or if your opponent is doing like Grease Fang stuff, or they're playing the Appraiser deck too, you can interact with them and mess with that. In general, I would say that like the Turtle and the Tanuki are the most flexible elements of the deck. Really anything in these slots can be tweaked a bit, but this is kind of like what I settled on as my preferred interaction and card advantage and etc. package. Importantly, you can't run anything under 5 mana because otherwise you brick the dinosaur discovers. So yeah, you have to... There's a limited selection of cards you can use, and these are kind of what I felt were best. Easiest, didn't require like 5 color mana, and etc, etc. Nothing wild in the mana base, just a bunch of 3 color mana. We have Karuga as the companion because we can just meet the companion cost trivially. And yeah, I mentioned the kind of win rate and stuff at the start of this. Initially I was just I climbed through like Diamond 4 to Diamond 1 almost instantly. It was so fast. I dropped like a single-digit number of games, and then it was like pulling teeth, and there was a lot of friction, because I started getting people playing Azorius Control, which I'm 29% against, or like 29% win rate against on this list. Spirits is also quite bad. I think this would be Spirits, although that looks less bad than it feels. You can win against Spirits, but it's not fun. Same thing with Azorius Control, really, although Azorius Control much less likely. Yeah, counter magic and stuff, quite bad for this list. Thought Seizes and things can be another major way this list crumbles, like hand interaction, getting your Appraiser or whatever, because the list is not very functional outside of the combo. So that can be difficult. I have 1 through Thalia. Thalia makes the Eldritch Evolutions cost an additional, like, cost mana when they happen, so you have to overramp to compensate for a Thalia, but you can win through Thalia. And yeah, there's some interesting play to this list. I'll say, I'm pretty confident in this list in terms of, like, 63% win rate over almost 80 matches. That's very good for a ranked list. Like, that's stable and solid and list powerful. I enjoyed maybe the first 40 of those games or something. The deck is cool. It's good. It does get kind of boring. I wanted to share it on the channel because I think, yeah, it's a cool deck, it's an interesting deck, it's a neat deck to watch work a couple of times. I would asterisk, or like I would say there is a risk with this list. It does not hold great depths of gameplay in it. Like, this, just buyer beware, or crafter beware, or whatever. There are a lot more people running this on the ladder too at this point, or like when I started there weren't a ton, and then even just as I played this list, there were more and more folks jamming it. So yeah, I maybe by the time this releases tomorrow or whatever, it'll be old news, but I don't know, I wanted to do a video on it. Lastly, this video might not be super long because once you see the list do its thing once, you kind of know exactly how the deck works. A lot of the, like, incidental play patterns I mentioned are very matchup specific and, like, kind of peculiar. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I've been rambling for long enough. Let's get on to some actual gameplay. Sure. We need to draw a land with this hand, but we can catch Retrium on 1, shock in the breeding pool, and channel the masterpiece, and then we should be good from there. We're versus Azorius Control, I would assume. So, you know, that's a thing. Hinterland Harbor. Sure, you do need to search for... Are we okay? Are we doing it? Oh, Dovin's Veto is what they probably have. Or, like, that's... This resolves... Okay. Dovin's Veto is often, like, if a creature does resolve versus Azorius Control, they will end up having the veto to stop this stuff. But it appears like we're just getting to do the thing, That's the other reason why I felt like this video might not be super long, is because, boy, anyone who knows what this deck is tends to scoop to it. It's not fully deterministic. You can hit, like, every Eldritch Evolution in a row and then, potentially not have lethal or whatever, but that is very low odds, and, yeah. So, you know, I don't blame them at all or anything. Good games to the opponent. I don't think this hand is especially good. One nice thing about this list is it does mulligan fairly well. Like, there are cards, the Mimics, for example, do almost nothing in hand outside of specific situations where, like, your Eldritch Evolution gets countered, so you have an Appraiser on the field that you can copy to restart the chain, but yeah, you don't generally actually want these. So, mulligan, much better. Keep 6, pop, it's kind of dealer's choice as to what we throw back here. The Tanuki. I think the forest or an island. Forest or an island. Oh, our man is actually kind of weird, huh? Don't mind me. Yeah, so, we can do the mountain onto... Oh, magnificent. I'm just going to do this now. Pass back to our opponent. I think we might be versus an opposing Appraiser list. So yeah, that'll be interesting. The Carnosaurs too, the Carnosaur channel, sorry, I missed it in the deck tech, but that can be another, that and the turtle are our main forms of interaction. So Appraiser goes burr, hopefully. Um, Appraiser discovers 3. Our opponent has something. Bone Crusher Giant. Ooh. So not an opposing Appraiser list. Interesting. So yeah, Bone Crusher eats the Appraiser. It's not on the battlefield to get Eldritch Evolutioned into a Carnosaur. So, yeah. Oh, is this, tokens, then? The whatchamacallit token list. So our play pattern here, or our potential out here, is that we can get Karuga down and then on the subsequent turn Eldritch Evolution Karuga into a Carnosaur and do the chain from there. It's not a great way to do the combo, like certainly not the A plan, but that is a play pattern that we have available to us here. Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to think of... Oh, Incarnation, sure. Or Enigmatic Incarnation. I haven't actually played against one of these decks in a minute. I think the Karuga line should be semi-safe, although they're doing their stuff now, so we might be in danger and die before, before stuff happens. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, we lose. Is that true? I guess I should think for a second. So nothing enters the battlefield. Yeah, it shuts off our discover pieces. We technically have an out. In the Sky Turtle, return Elishnorn to the opponent's hand. The odds of drawing that are extremely low, or rather, 4%. So I think I'm probably going to scoop, just to save time. It's maybe, I'll probably keep this in because, like, talking through this being a line is relevant. But yeah, we essentially don't have play here. Good games are like, yep, that's the downside to playing a very linear combo deck. Keep, I guess. I like having the appraisers in the opener. Having an appraiser in the opener is very cool and good. The thing that I'm less sold on, or less in love with, is a no ramp hand on the draw, because that's going to be a bit slow, and if they're playing counter magic and stuff, that also doesn't help, and yada yada yada. Yeah. We can do the Tanuki, or channel the Tanuki on 3. Fable, sure. Oh, this is, the, whatchamacallit, is that one deck. I'll be diligent to not give away information before stuff happens, but... Yeah, something this list very much made me feel was just the degree to which, best of one in older formats is very silly. You can kind of fool yourself into thinking it's best of one is like competitive and so on in standard, and like that's more true than it is of older formats, I think. Also, I'm just rambling at this point. Don't worry about it. Make disappear, okay. But yeah. Especially the mirror matches with this list are very, like, not totally two ships passing in the night. Some people are trying to do, like, leyline binding stuff, or, like, I think I mentioned 5-color stuff. And that's kind of interesting, but also, yeah, is its own thing, for sure. Or, like, I don't feel that, I guess to speak to why my build isn't a 5-color soup, thing. I don't feel like trying to make this combo interactive really buys it all that much, or like is all that interesting. They know what this combo is, yeah, and they didn't grab interaction for it. So they just scoop. I don't know, maybe I should just go into a Sparky game or something to do the full combo. We'll see. Opponent goes first. We are on the draw. If we were on the play, I would maybe keep this. The Carnosaur in hand is not the A plan, but we do have a little bit of ramp at least, and yeah, but we're on the draw, and I am always concerned when this deck is on the draw. Mulligan. Also not good. I've won on a multifor with this list. I think multiple times, at least once, anyway. So yeah, you can mulligan semi-aggressively. Let's try for... No, still no dice. Okay, keep 5. I don't really want to go to 4, just to prove a point. Drop that stuff. Then yeah, we will aim to Sky Turtle. We could just top deck a Appraiser, and this hand instantly becomes incredible. We're very dead if that doesn't happen. Okay, Carnosaur. I say that, we can also channel the Sky Turtle to, Dirtle. Or, like, buy ourselves a little bit of breathing room. I'm gonna say that that's fine for now. So yeah, versus some stripe of Rakdos aggro. Stormfist Crusader will help us draw into our combo, maybe. Certainly would rather have that down than this thing. So we will see. I am either channeling the Elemental Masterpiece or the Carnosaur here, so yeah, I don't know. Land is something. Dreadhorde Butcher, welcome back. Oh, there's 2 of them now. Cool. Cool and good. I'm going to do this and hope we can make something happen. Eldritch Evolution, let's move this to hand. Another Eldritch Evolution, not... Oh, that's actually quite bad. Because yeah, now even if we land the Carnosaur and start the combo, if we don't hit enough clones and stuff before the final Eldritch Evolution, we might not be able to actually kill them. Oh, they're doing this! Haven't seen this combo in a while. Or Scourge can... yeah, Scourge can kill people with the Warlock class or whatever. I assume that's the combo. It's a one-turn kill thing if you have a bunch of mana. And then they just are running like a very respectable Rakdos aggro thing on top of that. Which, like, sure. Okay, we get to do the fallback combo, maybe. It will be interesting to see if this works, basically. Because yeah, we could kill them here, we could also instantly hit the Eldritch Evolution and then lose. So 1 clone is good. We need to hit... Oh, we lose! Hey! Clap, 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 clap. Yeah, so this is kind of another interesting loss, or like, very much shows interaction is an issue, or it is the, like, one of the main issues. And then this weird draw can, drawing a bunch of Eldritch Evolutions, another potential big problem. That's also why we're running 2 Doomscar Titans as a side note, and not just 1, even though the combo only needs 1. It's so you can draw 1, and that's okay, and the deck doesn't fall apart if you draw 1. because you still have the other one you can tutor for. But yeah, I don't know. That's that game. Carnosaur's okay, but we're on the draw. We also don't have any red mana, so we're relying on like 2 pieces of treasure, question mark, to do stuff, and that seems iffy. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. We might get run right over. I guess okay, that is a small blessing. Let's do this tapped. We will then shock in the breeding pool. That gives us access to the elemental masterpieces, and then the hinterland harbors will come in untapped. Oh, they're doing it? Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha! This might actually be a way for me to get the combo on recording without, lucky for them, slow hand. But yeah, a way to get the combo on recording without having to resort to a Sparky game. Another... Huh. I assume... Weird. They might be holding up interaction for when I try to do it. It's probably correct of them to... Okay, now land and appraiser? They're doing a Tanuki thing, sure. Yeah, there certainly are options. Commit to memory, not something I think I would play in this deck, but foretelling does nothing for us. It just is a way, just is a thing to do. It's a way for me to go fully shields down and get them to maybe do our combo back at us? No? Okay. Well, we don't actually have double red now, so that's awkward. Karuga? Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. We're fully in, like, I didn't expect to live this long, phase of the deck, so... I'm just gonna do this. I remember one time I was like, but I should attack first, and then it got tucked with the... Okay, they don't have a way to interact with Eldritch Evolution, and they know we're grabbing a Carnosaur. So our opponent, I guess, was probably doing our combo, but kept a really bad hand or something? Question mark? Very, very weird. But yeah, they don't have a way to stop it after this point, so that's a thing. I think we might be getting the Sparky game just to actually show the full combo, because I'm half an hour into recording and no one's let me play it out, so... Oh, wonderful. Oh, tremendous. Better than I think any hand I had in an actual game. Or better than several of them anyway. Yeah, channel the thing onto... Then we can appraise her on... 3. I'll be lazy because it's Sparky and just do this here. Another 2-1. Burp burp. And now we appraise her. We have 1 Eldritch Evolution in hand, so 3 in library. We can tutor up to Carnosaurs a couple times. I don't know if I'll do the, like, full combo or step through every single thing, because it can be a little bit of overkill. Don't mind my phone ringing or buzzing. Hitting a bunch of clones right away, which is a little bit awkward in the sense that you do want to hit 1 Eldritch Evolution early-ish if you can, although it's not the end of the world. The, like, quick maths thing with this is just... 4 times the number of appraisers you have. So we have 20 points of damage, or yeah, 20 points of damage, plus if we were to Eldritch Evolution up to the Titan, we could kill them right away. I feel like I'm explaining that poorly. But yeah, just because the Doomskar Titan gives everything +1/+0, and haste, and wow, we're hitting all the clones, huh? Or a good chunk of them. So yeah, when you tutor up with an Eldritch Evolution, I like to briefly check how many are left in the library. It's not that hard to track or like to remember, but it is one of the only things that you can fuck up when doing the combo, so just like, hey, make sure the one you're using isn't the last one that needs to grab the Doomskar Titan. I'll grab a Carnosaur here just for, I don't know, illustrative purposes or something. Just cause we can, and this video doesn't need to be longer. Yeah, Titan. Do. Wham. Cha-cha. And they block a thing. And they die. Not the flashiest kill I've had. I've killed like Angel players from 50 or whatever to -26 with a giant pile of Carnosaurs. Recording this deck is just a weird lift because, as you saw in whatever games made it in, everyone was just scooping and things because this has been a ladder deck, or like, it's spread across the ladder, and people know what the combo is. So, yeah, hard to record. Not a super typical or normal or whatever video for me, but I just was not having the best time in Standard and needed to get a video out, and this is what I was doing. Yada 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 yada. I don't know. Thank you for watching. If you like to click buttons and things, probably won't do many more videos like this specifically, which is to say, like, weird combo decks that I can't actually record proper gameplay of. So, is this, yeah. Did I mention I was sick, or like I have been sick, so that's part of why this is happening. I'm rambling now. Have a wonderful day. Thank you again. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.